Taylor, Communications Coordinator with the American Numismatic Association, and we are here at the Phoenix Convention Center celebrating our National Money Show. And I am here at booth 726 at Drop the Coins, and we want to talk about what the coolest thing in their booth is here today. So do you want to introduce yourself and kind of share what you have
here? How you doing? I'm Alex. I am the founder and, co-founder and creator of Drop the Coins. I've been a coin dealer for 13-ish years, and I am really passionate about growing the numismatic industry and moving us to a place where we can actually bring in new collectors and new experiences with coins. And so, I'm very passionate about that. Make a long story short, because of that, my partner, who's a friend of mine, has been in augmented reality for 6 years. We got together one day and we decided to create Drop the Coins, which is a company that does augmented reality bullion numismatics, is what I'm calling it. So these are limited vintage silver coins that have, each coin itself has a unique experience attached to it. And that experience is something that you can enjoy if you're an owner of the coin. And there's a bunch of other cool features about the product that I think really changes the nature of numismatics. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old daughter too. This is something that is also a driving factor behind what I'm doing here. My 6-year-old daughter and 4-year-old daughter, they don't understand coins, but they are kind of into them now and they love them, and they're like putting them in their piggy bank and things. But when I show them this, they're like, "Hey, Daddy, are you making coins? Can you make some coins?" So they just can't put this stuff down. And I'll show you guys why. So let me kind of explain to you a little bit about the product, so you can kind of see. When you buy one of the coins, we try to design them in a way that is very aesthetically different than your traditional box. When you get a traditional coin box of other companies, it's kind of bulky and it opens and it's like felt and it just kind of disintegrates in years and it's just not really cool and looking. These are really sleek telescoping design boxes, and it says the series on the front of it. It's also color coded based on the coin. And then when you look on the, the bottom of the box, it tells you the actual coin that it is, and this one's called Enlightenment. And then when you open the box, the actual COA itself is nicely fitted inside of the center of the box. Once you pull that COA out, you can scan the QR code here, and it doesn't matter whether you have an Android or an Apple product. It takes you directly to the App Store, which allows you to download the free app, which is pretty super user friendly. I mean, knowing our industry, I wanted to make it simple, stupid, if I could say that. Just username, password, set it up. Once you're able to do that, this also physical COA tells you a little bit about the coin, the mintage of it, the purity of it, the diameter size. Also has an image of the obverse and reverse of the coin, which is kind of neat in a foil. We tried to make it sleek. But the idea is you can set this on your mantle and it can be pretty aesthetically pleasing. So it can be a piece of art too, right? Something that you can actually show a friend or someone that has a product. But the cool part, the real magic, is once you have the coin, you download it, you scan the app, you go ahead and in the inside of each box, there's a unique code. This unique code is your key that basically allows you to register your digital certificate of authenticity. Once you scan the coin for the first time, your digital certificate of authenticity is prompted to be put in, and it stores inside of your assets. That then unlocks the experience for you, and it also proves ownership of the coin. So if someone were to say, take your coin, and they try to use the augmented reality experience, it just can't be done. They're just going to have a normal, regular silver ounce. And so let's get to the magic here. So once we have it all in, we go ahead, we can scan the product, and it actually comes to life. So now you're able to experience your coin in a completely different light. So this one's called Enlightenment. for obvious purposes, this has a lot of pretty gnarly things in there, some interesting design, kind of for, those who like to relax. And so the experience is going to play out for a little bit. And what's really cool is you can move this around. So the trackability of it is pretty neat. I can also make a video of this experience, and I'll be able to record not only the digital experience, but someone who's in the video. So we can actually share a new experience of what's happening outside and then post it. And so it's pretty cool. You can also make a GIF or take a video of this. And we'll get to the end of this. This one ends like this, kind of unique. This is called Enlightenment. And then we do another one for you. This is probably one of the prettiest coins, I think, in the series. We call this one Blink. So everything is thematic to what the actual coin is itself. So we'll move it over here. Let me see if I can hands-free this guy. So this one, I like a lot because the animation's really, really neat on this. This is really cool, but I'll move it over here. So for Blink, this is an interactive coin. So right now, when you tap on the element, the eyeball actually looks at where you're tapping, but we're gonna probably add to that experience where it'll do something that has to do with the entire series. But the eyeball itself, you can press it and it goes in, and when you move your marker, the eyeball follows where you are. So it's really kind of neat, Blink. This one is called Metamorphosis. So, some people refer to it as the butterfly lady, but we call it Metamorphosis. Really pretty. This one I think is geared more towards, probably more towards girls. It's a very positive messaging. So this is our first one that we designed, and it's also the longest experience. So show you guys what this one does. And they all have music attached to it. You may not be able to hear it here. But we've really tried to create products that are very substantial. So not gimmicky or, all of this is 3D animations, and they're all very well made, and each one has to be created. So it's got some positive messaging here. Imperfection is beauty. And so when you see the entire coin play out, you'll see the madness is genius. And this is our rainbow hair lady. So this one takes the longest of the experience, but it's also kind of the coolest. This one's not interactive, so it's just a passive experience. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous. And then to be absolutely boring. So, the messaging is kind of important here. And then the end of it, you'll see a little bit of a transformation. Yeah, so the butterflies cling to her head. It's kind of cool here. All right, and make like a little Mardi Gras mask. And then the last one, so they're not in any particular order, but this one is probably one of our most popular. It is called Galactica. So everyone's into space right now and the final frontier. This one I like a lot because it's pretty interactive, but it's also really cool because you have some other elements to this which you can do. So this shows another feature of augmented reality. We can actually look into the space portal here, right? So we can walk into that room and see space. Can I ask you to press the top left button there? So when you press each button, there is a different experience that you can see from here. So this is our solar system. All right, if you want to press the bottom left, there we go. It's our little alien guy. His flying saucer is going to come out here. And the trackability is pretty cool here. We can really do a lot with that. So press that top right. That's going to be our astronaut. He's gonna come out and say hey to us. And sometimes when you press them all at the same time, you get something really cool that happens. So yeah, he's gonna come out and say hello. And then you can press our final bottom button there. And this is going to be our spaceship here. And so this is really, because this is probably one of our most popular, maybe the most popular coin right now. Yeah. So save kind of the best for last for you guys. So each one of the coins, they all have a different obverse, but the reverse is identical. So the reverse of the coin, we designed this to be really an educational piece and also a utilitarian piece. So, you know, this is 1 ounce of silver. It's a limited mintage. So in addition to being a numismatic product that only has a limited mintage and a unique design, it also has its intrinsic value, right? So a lot of people ask me in the business, oh, how do you value silver, or what's silver priced at, or whatever. Well, the reverse of these coins, it has the the atomic symbol for silver. It also has the design for it as well, and also you can see the atom here. But what's really cool is when you actually scan this particular product, we designed it to display the live spot price of silver along with a 30-day candlestick chart. So it's going to tell you whether it's positive or negative based on the bottom being red or green. And then at the top, it's an accurate 30-day candlestick chart. And this is the atomic image of silver. So now you have a product that is something where, okay, it's a numismatic, it's very cool, it's something you experience, but now it's educational. So if you want to get somebody interested in collecting coins and interested in investing in coins, it's someone that may not be at all interested or even understand the subject matter, it's a great gift, because now, you know, a grandfather can give their granddaughter or their grandson a really cool coin that's a little bit different, and they can now experience it, play with it, create content with it, and then they can look in the back and say, oh, well, what does this mean? And now you've got them interested in collecting and investing. And so from that particular point, they can say, well, okay, well, how do I value silver? What if I want to buy more silver? And what if I want to? So this really kind of gets the ball moving in a different direction and kind of helps grow the industry on another level. And also, like, just think of a conversation piece. So if you're, you know, maybe a more wealthier person or someone who's just, you know, has everything, right? Well, you don't have this, right? So you might have everything. I know that people are hard to buy for that have everything. Well, now you can have like a cool little piece of art on your, you know, in your office or your mantle or your house. And now you are like, hey, you want to see something cool? Let me show you this, guys. What? Let's see what the price of silver is. And boom, here you go. You scan your product. Now it's a conversation piece for all your, you know, well-to-do friends or whatever. Like, so, you know, I mean, it's really something I think it's we've designed here that can grow. And then, you know, I'll show you all another feature. I'm going to show you through here. So this is something that it's kind of like a cheat code, right? So if you're playing any video game, you get a cheat code, you unlock all of the experiences. So if you own everything in this series, you are able to do what we call Frankenstein mode. Actually, I didn't call it. One of our users coined it Frankenstein mode, which makes it really cool. Basically what that is that you can actually scan all of the experiences at one time. So this is a video of that happening. And so being able to do that, you can kind of get a different experience. The idea here is that this functionality allows us to grow the augmented reality coin series into something where we have a interactive collective collection series. So, you know, imagine having 4 coins in a series. You introduce one and one does something. The other one does something interactive with the other coin when you place it. The next one does something interactive with that. So now it really just kind of makes collecting fun. So it's not just a matter of stacking and collecting. Well, each one is going to now give you a new experience on top of its individual experience. And so the hope is that in the future we're able to build collections and build series that interact with one another, but also possibly are able to be move into that element of a different type of experience, maybe where they can be gamified, possibly, maybe they can be characters that you can play with and you can maybe connect with your friends, and maybe it can be an online experience. So there's a lot of ways to maybe move it into that direction that's going to be more of like a, I don't know, Game of Thrones or something like that, maybe something in that element, that world. So yeah, we really like what we're doing here, and we hope that we can change the world of numismatics and make coin collecting cool again.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing what you have here. There's pretty cool things in this booth. So if you're at the National Money Show, make sure you stop by booth 726. I had to look again. Drop the coins, yeah. To check out these augmented realities that you can see scanning the coins that they have here. It's pretty cool. Thank you.
Sweet.